How did you meet first with Tom? I know you met him at the buyer workshop, but then what happened sort of after that?
We've been in touch with Sally off and on for 2.5 years that we've lived here, and
yes, they've always kept in touch, and on a personal level. It's not just the newsletter that gets sent out every now and then, but on a personal level, like it always amazed me because they must have tons of clients, but they know personally exactly like what your name is, what you've been talking about 2 years ago, what you've been doing, and what house you bought, right? So we really felt they had a personal connection to us and was way more than just business. So like when we decided to sell, first thing that came to mind is, well, let's
email
contact
Sally.
email Sally. And she informed us that she is the best for helping you buy properties, and that her husband Tom is the best for helping you sell them. And that turned out to be the truth.
So how did you meet up with him first? Like, did he come here? What happened during that process?
Yeah, we had a couple of email exchanges, and then very quickly we set up an appointment, and he came over for a meeting, and we talked about exactly what our plans were and what we had done to the house. And we'd also, in the meantime, we had put together a list of the improvements that we'd done on the house. So he had some information about what we'd done, and
he came over like not only to help us like list the property, but also to have a look around and see like, are there any things that we can quickly improve that will improve our chances of selling fast.
So did he recommend anything? What fix-ups?
Yes.
We have an unspoiled basement there's one room framed in,
which means that it's unfinished, but there's nothing in it. So
but it has. This is something the previous owners had done, and it had very dark panelled walls, and we had been thinking about painting it, and we hadn't done it yet. But that was something that Tom suggested, spending some time to fix that one up. Just paint the walls white, and in the end, it did turn out to be a very good decision to paint that. So that was really helpful.
And we've had like the basement is empty, but there was still like boxes and tools and things lying around. So he advised us to remove those things, or to at least pack them up and put them in a corner. He supplied us with moving boxes. And he basically advised us to kind of clean out our closets, like with stuff that we're not wearing anyway, just to free up space. It was stuff we never thought about, and he was kind enough to just drop off like 20 boxes.
20 huge moving boxes.
What was the scariest, and what was the most exciting part?
Scariest.
Well, I think the scariest was like we were lucky enough that on the day we listed, we told our neighbors that we were moving before the sign would go up, just as a common courtesy. And it turned out that like one of the neighbors 2 houses over, like their daughter and son-in-law were actually looking to buy, and they were really interested in this area and of course this house. So very quickly we knew that we'd probably have an interested buyer. And Tom advised us to kind of wait with taking offers for a couple of days to see what the market was doing. And I think the scariest for us was knowing that there's an offer on the table and having, the fear of, okay, well, we're not really looking at it yet. Well, maybe that offer will just not be there in 2 days. I think that was the scariest.
Probably the scariest.
Yeah.
Most exciting.
Well, that would have been the bidding war 2 days later.
Well, I mean, really, that we had ended up with multiple offers, and it was very stressful but very exciting at the same time.
Yeah.
So how important do you think having the full color feature sheet, the video, and the web presence was to getting your house sold?
Well, we ended up not even having a for sale sign on the property. So the day after it was sold, we had a sold sign up, but we hadn't had anything previous to that. So I think, I mean, we knew we had the possibly one offer, but within the 4 days or 2 days, I guess 2 days that it was on the market, without a sales sign, I'm sure that the video and all the professional photos really
Yeah.
made quite a difference.
Well, like it's like we've done a lot of hard work to the house. It looks great, which is that's number one. Like number two, you need to get the word out. You need to get the information out. So, like they offered an amazing package for basically the same rate that any other real estate agent will charge you. That includes video. They got the floor plans. They got the photo, the feature sheet, and everything, and it's all beautifully done. So, like, I think the combination of, first of all, having a great house to sell, and second of all, that really just created the situation that we found ourselves in.
So what happened when an offer came in? How was the offer process handled for the selling?
Well, the offer that we had thought would come in did come in on the day that we had the day that the house went on the market, but because we had decided with Tom's advice as well to wait 2 days before we would look at offers, it sat there, and in the end, Tom took numerous offers on the day
that we were accepting offers. We were at the dog park. We practically lived in the dog park for 2 days because we just had 21 showings in 2 days. So it was very busy. So on the Thursday, 2 days after we listed, he called us and he said, like, okay guys, what do you want to do? I've got 2 offers registered. Are you willing to look at them? So like we said, yes, of course. So we decided on a time, and he came over, and the real estate agents wanted to be present to present the offers. So
yeah.
So it all went fairly smoothly.
Oh yes,
it did.
Yes.
I mean, during our meeting, right at the beginning of our meeting with Tom, 2 more realtors came in with their clients and wanted to do a quick run around, and in the end, we ended up with 7 offers.
Yeah, 7 real estate agents with the cars sitting out on the street, and everybody was presenting after one another, and everybody wanted to improve.
Yeah, it was something like right out of a television, one of the television shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us some overall final thoughts about the selling process and how it impacted you.
Well, like I found Tom a very, he's a great guy, very, how do you say it? Social, makes you feel like you're a friend instead of like a client. But he's a hard negotiator, and but in a very friendly and polite way. So we basically had him do all the talking and negotiating for us, and it was great. Like, and he informed us really well. Like the first offer, he took us through all the clauses, and after that, it's pretty much a copy of all the other ones. So. Yeah, like it was a very pleasant experience.
Yeah, I think he really made us feel that we were part of it, but also that he really understood that he was working in our best interest, and so we had no problem with just letting him sort of run the show, and of course we were there, but having him really run the show and
he fully like we made the decisions, but like I remember one of the real estate agents said like. He was talking to us directly, and like we were kind of looking at each other and looking at Tom, and the real estate agent goes like, "Oh, are you talking for them?"
And we said, "Yes, he is."
Yes, he knows a lot more about this and how the process works. So, no, he was great.
Yeah, no, it was excellent, and it went very smoothly. We got a much higher price than we had asked for. I mean, he was really. Kind of a ruthless negotiator, but in such a professional and friendly way that I think no one knew what had hit them.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, would you recommend Tom and Sally, and why?
Well, like one of the things I think we said to each other, unfortunately, we're moving out of province. if we would be moving in this area, like we would have realtors for life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how we talk to other people about them. Like one of the things, like professionalism, in these days is hard to find, and they have it in spades. So yeah, like I couldn't have wished for anything better.
No, we feel so lucky that we've had, I mean, 2 incredible experiences with them. It's really set us up for this next stage, which unfortunately, like Wilco said, is
Yeah.
out of province. Otherwise, we'd be clients for life.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.